What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Scattered by Nature TV, and we're here for another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So y'all already know what time it is. We're here to roast, we're here to gag, we're here to laugh, we're here to give a bit of real talk. So let's get into the tea. So we picked up where we left off last week when Marcus and Martell got into an argument, and Marcus made Martell's bitch ass walk the fuck away. I can't, y'all, when I tell y'all I cannot stand Martell bald head motherfucking ass, like I just can't. And before anybody comes back in my comments once again talking about the bald head read don't work on me, and I don't give a damn. I'm saying bald head bitch because that's what the fuck he is. He's bald headed and he's a bitch, so it works, okay? So please. So after he walked his little bitch ass off, Letitia, Marsau, Kim, Maurice, and Destiny, they started talking about Dottie Peoples and the way that she disrupted Jalen's dinner. So it's just like this. Tisha was like, so basically my mom is banned from other events. She's sanctioned from them. Kim said that she never said that. Which she did not say that. Marceau is the one who said sanction. Kimmy said there's certain events that Dottie Peoples ain't gonna be able to be. She just not gonna be. It's just certain events where she's not gonna be an on-time god at. That's just what it is. And Tisha talking about, but we're supposed to be family. We're supposed... Girl, shut the fuck up with your childish ass. At the end of the day, if Kimmy don't want Dottie Peoples at her shit, she ain't gotta have it there. She knows that Dottie is messy. She knows that she keeps up shit, and she knows that she gonna try to get in where she fit in wherever which way. So she already knows that. And one thing about it, and two things for sure, Kimmy did not back down to none of y'all, okay? She let y'all know what it is, and she made sure that y'all heard exactly what the hell she said. She ain't changing her mind, she ain't flipping it, she ain't twisting it. At the end of the day, this is what she said. There's gonna be certain events where Dottie Peoples ain't gonna be able to be it. It's just bottom line. But then I saw some people on Twitter saying, well, Martell is the one who ruined the event. He does have some blame in it. But Dottie Peoples started this shit. Real talk. She started it because she knows, number one, she was just gossiping about Mel and Martell to Tisha and Marceau. Anyway, she was already gossiping about the fact that he might be having a baby on the way. So when she saw Mel, she wanted to act like I want to show all this folks concern and shit like that, acting like she really give a damn about what's going on in her marriage, like she really give a damn when she just got done gossiping about him. Then she said the man's name, and he overheard her, and he went over there and confronted her, and just confronted her about talking about his kids on IG. Dottie Peoples started it, and that's just what it is. Point blank period. Now, Martell does play a part in it, but Dottie Peoples started all this shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about it. So then Melody is in the studio, calling herself trying to sing. And I saw everybody on Twitter talking about, oh, everybody can't be no singers, you know, Melody can't sing and all this other shit. And I'm just sitting up here like, well, no, she can't fucking sing. No, she cannot sing. But at the end of the day, she don't sound no worse than all these other broads that y'all done put on the radio and got me putting a gun to my head listening to them every time they come on the radio. I got to hear SZA because of y'all. I gotta hear Ella May because of y'all. I gotta hear Janae because of y'all. I gotta hear Queen Aja because of you motherfuckers. Them girls can't sing worth a damn, but I still gotta hear them on the radio, child, because of y'all. So y'all need to stop complaining about Whitney and her singing, because y'all know y'all good for putting a non-singing ass girl on the radio and making her sell millions of records, and you know she ain't got no talent. So if Melody non-singing ass want to get in the damn studio like the rest of these damn girls, then let her do it, child. She can't sing though. Her voice is not pleasant on the ears, and this type of song she's singing, we need a Mary J. Blige type of person for that. Now Marcus comes into the studio with his fine self, and they sit down and they talk. Now Marcus was like, now where the hell were you? I mean, you invite me to this event, you don't show up, where the hell were you at? So she's like, well, you know, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry because, you know, I had a lot on my mind. I didn't want to come in and fuck no shit up. But I do apologize. I should have never invited you to an event that I didn't show up at. So I did kind of flake on you, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, you are sorry because you should have, you know to do the right thing by apologizing, because if that was me, I would have cussed your ass out. Don't invite me nowhere and your ass ain't there. Are you serious? So then Marcus tells Melody about his fight with Martell, and he tells Melody that he told Martell about the kids telling his husband that They wanted him to be their daddy. And then, you know, Marcus says that Martell got mad. He got flustered. He was talking about whooping his ass. And Melody didn't understand why. Now, I saw people online talking about this as well, saying that Melody and Marcus are acting obtuse and they don't understand why he would get mad, and that was very disrespectful for Marcus to tell Martell about the kids saying it. Now, this is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to be unbiased as possible. Now, it is a tad bit disrespectful to tell another man that his kids told another man to be their father. Yes, that is disrespectful, but is anybody going to talk about the fact that Martell kicked this off when his bald-headed bitch ass decided to tell the kids that they uncle likes boys? That was worse than any of this shit here. So until somebody addressed that, I don't give a fuck what Marcus said to Martell. Yes, it was disrespectful. No, it's not the ideal thing to say to a man about his kids. But at the end of the fucking day, Martell stood up there and outed this man to his nieces and nephews when he had no business doing it. And he did that to be malicious with his bitch ass. So I don't give a fuck what Marcus said to Martell. What Marcus said to Martell was the goddamn truth. You're damaging the damn kids by the shit that you're doing to their mother. And you're probably doing it in front of them. Y'all think that kids are dumb, and they're not. So, yeah, like I said, Marcus might have been wrong for saying it, but Martell was also wrong for outing him to those kids, which is why I don't give a damn what Marcus said to him. So then Marceau comes home, and Dottie Peoples is there looking after his kids and her other grandkids. So he got a house full of kids, and he decided to sit down with Dottie Peoples and talk to her about the way that she's been acting and showing the hell out. Now, the thing about Dottie Peoples is the fact that she doesn't take accountability. She don't think that she's wrong for anything. She thinks that her actions is warranted, and they're not. What makes you think that your actions are warranted? They're not warranted, sweetheart. They're not. So I wish you would understand that and realize that you are, like, straight up messy, and you think that you will come into Mel as a mother. You don't care about Mel as a mother. So why are you even going up to her as a mother? Like, girl, shut up. You don't care. And it's clear that you don't care. Like, you feel like you can say whatever you want to say, but you don't realize that what you did was fuck up somebody's son's graduation dinner. Like, that's what you fail to realize. And I just think that you are dead ass wrong, not even owning up to that part. Forget Kimmy. Think about her son and how you messed up his moment. That's what you did. And you don't see nothing wrong with that. That's the part that I can't get with. Like, you sit up there and you stir the pot, much like your slow ass daughter, and you don't know how to act. When somebody try to tell you about yourself, you don't want to hear it because, you know, you right about everything. Yeah, whatever. Like, you're not right about everything, my dear. You are not, and you need to stop acting like you are. But I was kind of weirded out when Marceau said you walking around here thicker than a Snicker with your painted jeans on. I know that was his attempt to be funny, but So Kimmy goes camping shopping with the guys. Marceau, Maurice, and Martell. They go camp shopping. She's there to make sure they don't spend tons of money on nothing. Then Martell apologizes to Kimmy for his part in the whole situation with Dottie Peoples, and he felt like he should have handled it better and things of that matter. And then he started talking about his issues with Melody, and he started talking about how things are going with that. And then he started talking about Marcus and how he felt Marcus disrespected him when he told him that his kids said that they want his husband to be their father. And, you know, he felt disrespected. And like I said, he had every right to feel disrespected. But, bitch, don't act like you ain't did shit, because you have. You have been very disrespectful. And you were disrespectful when you told those kids about their uncle's sexuality. That was also disrespectful. I hope somebody bring it up. I really hope somebody bring it up. I hope somebody let him know how disrespectful and vile that was. And amidst all of them going camping, shopping, Maurice and Marceau were talking. And Maurice was like, well, you and Martell are getting along. Then Marceau was talking about how Chris was like, you know, asked him, did he want to build another apartment complex? And then, you know, Marceau was down for it. And, you know, Maurice was like, okay, that's a good idea. But then Marceau said, but he talking about the 47 acres. The same 47 acres that he was trying to sell to Martell. But because of Martell's social media antics and everything that's been going on, that has kind of ruined anything for him with that situation. So I don't know what's gonna go down with this. So it's time for the camping trip, of course. And Cedric and Martell was talking about the divorce and how things are going with that. And you know, he was saying how him and Melody are not in the best place. But Cedric was talking about how it affects the kids. He was talking about how he went through his own experience with watching his parents go through a divorce and how painful it was. See, it's painful for the parents, but it's more so painful for the kids to see their parents, you know, divorce or whatever. And you know, he was just giving Martell some sound advice and telling him how to handle it, and I thought that was a good idea for him to share his story. Then they find out that Marcel got in a car accident. Somebody hit him from behind, and then he hit somebody else from behind. His car was towed the hell up, and now he can't go on the trip. While they're doing a pumpkin patch, Melody and the kids are, I think there was a therapist there with them, and the kids told everything. All them kids told every goddamn thing, okay? They told everything, okay? That's all I can say about that. And one thing about it, when it comes down to parents and the things that they do in front of the kids, they need to watch out with it. Because kids see everything, they remember everything, and when they get around the right person, they're going to tell the tea. Because I know growing up, seeing my mom and my stepfather deal with domestic violence, I used to see that shit all the time. And my mother did not like it when I would speak on certain things to family members because she didn't want people in her business. But that's the price you pay when y'all do things in front of your kids. Same thing when I was grown and my youngest brother was growing up to seeing the same thing. And I would always tell them, if y'all gonna argue, do that on your own time. Don't do that in front of him. Because y'all gonna do that in front of him and y'all gonna fuck up his mind the same way y'all fucked up my mind when I was his age. So stop doing that in front of the kid. Stop doing that in front of him. Of course they didn't listen to me. And when he got older, he started dealing with emotional issues. So y'all don't know what y'all doing when y'all be fighting in front of the kids. The kids remember everything. And then just hearing Martell Jr. speak on how he felt about his father treating him bad and how he just seemed so protective over his mom. That little boy sounded like me when I was growing up. I was very protective over my mom. Like an intruder broke into our house when I was like 4, and he tried to sexually assault my mom in front of me and my sister. My sister was asleep. I forgot. My sister was asleep. I woke up hearing my mother screaming. The lights were off. To this day, I don't know how he looked. He had on a mask. And he was trying to rape my mom. And I fought him off. And I was nothing before he pushed me back on the bed. My mom started fighting him because he put his hands on me. And when I tried to run and turn the light on, my mother screamed and begged me not to turn it on. But she tried to fight him off as best as she could. And then he went in the kitchen and said he was going to kill us. And he had a knife. But we thought he was coming back in the room, but he never did. He jumped out of the window, and that's what happened. And to this day, as a 32-year-old man, I still remember that. But that was the beginning of me being protective over my mother, because when my mother would fight with my stepfather, I would get involved. So I could see him doing the same thing. Trust me, I can. Then the subject of Martell's divorce came up, and basically he was saying that he wasn't getting such and such shit at home. He went out and got it somewhere else. But that's not a reason to cheat on somebody. Like, if you really want things to work out, you can fix that. Like you talking about, well, I wasn't getting this at home. She wasn't giving it to me. I went out and got it from somebody else. That's a hurtful thing. And it's just sex. It's really just sex. Like, sex is really not that fucking important. And as a man, I've gone through periods where I went a year without sex. I went 2 years without sex. My very last relationship, I didn't have sex at all. And it wasn't because I didn't want to have it, because my drive is high as fuck. I could fuck right now if I want to. But he didn't want to have sex, so I was fine with it. I didn't go out and cheat on him. I could have, but I did not. It is what it is. So when a marriage is bigger than sex, and that's just what it is, then he finally admits that his mistress is pregnant. And they was like, are you sure it's your baby? He said, due to the timeline, it's there. So yeah, he finally admits to a child. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Always a good show. That being said, y'all, this is my review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Do whatever you see fit. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, it would be at the bottom. Oh my God, y'all. Martell. Till the next video, I'll holler at you later. Peace out.